Okay, listen up, y'all. This message goes to all our fellow Latinos looking for a man or a girl or mama. Maybe you just want to make new friends. We have the perfect thing for you.
Chispa. Have you heard of it, girl? Chispa is the #1 dating app for us Latinos. If you are wanting to connect with someone like you, someone who understands the cultura, you need to check this app out, girl.
Meeting new people is always hard, especially if you want them to be familia or abuelita approved, girl.
Oh my God, yes, girl. It's hard as it is meeting new people. And in my own personal experience, I have always gravitated towards other Latinos because I want someone to relate to our culture, their tradition, the food, etc. I also want our families to have a relationship too. If I was single right now, I could totally see myself on this app, girl.
So if you're single and ready to mingle, go on Chispa and find your Mexican bae, your Salvadorian bae, your Boricua, or tu Cubanito.
Next time your tias start asking, ¿y el novio? Or they want to set you up on a blind date, just download the Chispa app to meet the one that you could bring to the next carne asada.
And just like our moms love saying, uno nunca sabe, you never know. Something amazing could come out of it, and you might even meet your soulmate.
So get the Chispa app and tell your single friends too. It is free, y'all.
And remember to send us a DM and tell us all about your date. What's good? What's good? What's good? Welcome everybody to episode 49.
We're almost 50. You imagine?
You guys, this episode is so special because it's our 1-year anniversary.
You guys, exactly a year ago, we started Chins and Giggles. The first episode went up a year ago, Mayra.
1 year ago.
We actually just found this news out literally 2 minutes ago.
That's so crazy. I feel like we just started.
5 years. Wait, bitch. One year doing Chins and Giggles, Mayra.
That's girl.
It does feel like it just started, but it also feels like we've been doing this forever, but in a good way.
Shout out to Crystal because we would not be having this going without her.
Yeah, Crystal's been here since day one.
Oh my goodness, 1 year.
She's been here
good
in every single episode in the background. Our producer, shout out to Crystal, y'all. Episode 49. That's so wild because a year, Mayra. But then you look back at episode 1 and you're like, no, yeah, a lot has changed. We have a setup now.
Season 2.
A year, what?
Also 49. We really have done 49 episodes. That's kind of crazy.
I can't remember 49 episodes. Dead ass.
Me either.
I cannot remember all of them. Sometimes randomly I'll go on the Chins and Giggles YouTube on this YouTube account. And I'll just look at them randomly and I'll see certain titles. I'm like, oh, that was a funny one. And I'll rewatch it.
Yeah.
It's crazy, y'all.
I rewatch it too.
And being a year down, doesn't it feel like you're oh, we could do this forever?
Yeah, literally.
I feel like Chins and Giggles, I don't see her going anywhere soon. She's just become a part of our life. Mm-hmm. I don't see her as a season thing where it's oh, she's just a part of
no.
And then we just ended absolutely not. I think she's going to go on as long as we go on.
Well, thanks to them,
the viewers. Thanks to you guys. To y'all. Well, you had a hard time waking up this morning. Can we just talk about Mayra's at the end of her pregnancy where she's just tired?
Oh yeah, girl, I'm exhausted. I feel like I'm still recovering from my baby shower, which was so much fun. I did my name reveal on my baby shower on my Instagram. So if you guys don't follow or don't have Instagram, my baby's name is Noah. So cute. Yeah, it has a lot of meaning to it. Obviously, the baby shower was Noah's Ark theme. Mm-hmm. I feel like a couple people missed it. They thought it was safari. I was the little boat and stuff.
You definitely named him because it was a part of the Bible. And the Bible verse is so meaningful to your story.
I wanted him to have I wanted his name to be biblical. So I think you were the one that recommended it to me because at first I didn't know.
It was a nice name. I've always thought
it's a rainbow
nice
baby name. It's the rainbow after the storm. The meaning of Noah's Ark in the Bible is so significant, and it just fits so well.
What's that Bible verse, Mayra? The Bible verse this is the promise.
The rainbow will remind you, I will keep this promise forever.
That part.
Yeah.
The rainbow will remind you, I will keep this promise forever. When you showed me that
little verse was in the baby shower.
I was that's gotta be his name, girl.
Yeah, it's so cute. I mean, the whole meaning of Noah's Ark, I feel like people that have read the Bible know about Noah's Ark. Yeah. So yeah, his name's Noah, and it's cute because
it's so beautiful, Mayra.
My kids' names flow Brian and Noah.
Yeah,
they flow. you know. Also in Spanish, it's like Noah. You know, like it's not like I wanted my parents to be able to pronounce it like, oh, Noah. Like my
parents, they were like, oh, you mean Noé? Because, you know.
Yeah, in Spanish, it's Noé in the Bible, but I like that even like Noah. And
like they could pronounce it.
They'd be like Noah. Like I didn't want a name that's not pronounceable in Spanish. And I feel like it's a very easy name to spell, to remember, pronounce, everything.
Also, Mayra, like it's not just, I know that some people are probably going to think like, oh, it is a popular, cute name. But even like way beyond that, like the meaning of Noah, like
Noah's Ark, a very popular name. But I think for me,
it was more about the meaning.
It was the meaning. Period.
100%. Like literally, God is promising to never drown you again, girl. I know. Like that. Like that. He promised that He would never drown us. That meaning behind that, I know, girl. It was so powerful. Like
yeah, He literally saved me and Brian. I literally like this is the meaning behind it. I'm like, Noah, you literally saved us from drowning. That
oh my god, stop!
Yes, girl. Literally. So if y'all didn't know, it was like Noah's Ark theme, the baby shower, and that's the whole reason. The whole reason why we named him Noah. Yes, it's a cute name, but like there was much more than just it being a cute name. It was like the real meaning of it. Beautiful, but
you were going back and forth. You were showing us like I remember you were like, I think I like the name Noah. And because I had mentioned it one time, I was like, it's a cute name, but I had just mentioned it briefly. And then you were like, I like it. And then you started, and you were like shook because you were reading the Bible verses.
Karina recommended it to me. She suggested it to me.
Because you said you wanted a biblical name.
A biblical name with meaning. And then you brought up Noah. And I was like, okay. Like at first I heard it, I'm like, it's cute. But like I never thought about, I don't know why, growing up, I always thought about like a Briancito and a little Isabel. Like I never had a second boy name.
Yeah.
So with this baby, like legit, any name I would hear, it just wouldn't click because I just never, ever, ever like manifested the name. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? Like I never talked about the name. So for me, nothing felt right. So when Karina told me, I was like, you know what? Like I'm going to pray about it. Literally, remember I told you,
I remember when I first mentioned it, you were like, okay. Cause you just mentioned, you were like, I kind of want something from the Bible. And I was like, Noah's a really cute name.
I knew it had to be like something from the Bible. I just didn't know what. And then you brought it up, and then I was like, I even told you, I was like, I don't know, like I'm gonna think about it, I'll pray about it, and I'm sure like what's meant to be His name will be His name. That's I am very about that, like what's meant to be. So I was like, okay, His name's already written, you know. So tell me why, like weeks after I started like hearing it, I started looking at the verses first of all, the verses because we all know like Noah's Ark, like the meaning of it is so beautiful. So I already knew that from the beginning. But I started looking at the Bible verses, just everything about it. The Bible
verses, girl,
spoke to my journey.
My goodness,
like that whole all the verses like speak to me, like in every way possible of what we've gone through. So at some point, I just started like seeing it more too. I just started noticing. I'm like, I feel like God's like speaking to me. Like this is meant to be His name.
Yeah.
Like legit, I remember like hearing it so much that I was like, I can't ignore this. Like this is literally God like telling me like this is His name. So that's how it happened.
And it's a beautiful name. I love it.
Yeah. And here we are. Oh, and it's also a boy.
Oh yeah.
I know. I don't think we mentioned it in the last episode.
In the last podcast, I think you mentioned it that day, but we filmed it before, so we didn't want to give any spoilers.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a boy. I'm so excited. I'm definitely a boy mom.
I mean, you were like, you literally talked about it on this podcast, Mayra. Oh, before you even got pregnant, you used to talk about it and say like, I don't want to, you always said you were like, I'm going to be grateful no matter what I have next. But you did say like, I would love to raise that boy.
Yeah, that's crazy. Which God knows my heart. I would have been grateful regardless. I just want to put that out there because
of course.
I know gender disappointment is a real thing. And I feel like some people see it like a little weird. And it is a little weird because even with me, with my situation, like what I went through, I would probably cringe at somebody having gender disappointment. Like healthy 100%. Babies, all that matters. But I also feel like I think God knew what my heart needed to help me a little bit.
Yeah.
And my baby is not replaceable. They are two completely different individuals. But it's exciting to be able to like raise a boy, you know?
That part.
I'm just so excited. I'm so grateful. Regardless of the sex, I would have been super happy, but I feel like the emotions were definitely there, girl. I mean, come on, like it's like the same gender. Like I've had my moments where I'm like super emotional about it, but then like super happy about it. So everything just made it like 10 times more like,
oh my gosh,
like what's going on, you know? But yeah, so baby shower was this weekend. Oh my goodness.
It was fun, girl.
A brunch. It was a very, very intimate with very close family and friends. And it's so crazy because we still got so many gifts. So thank you to my family and friends.
It was so intimate.
Yeah.
Yes.
And it was a brunch as well. It started at 1 p.m. And it's so funny because I've heard it many times, like, do your baby shower as early as you can, or like as soon as you can.
I told you.
Don't wait till the end because you're going to be exhausted. And I never understood. I'm like, well, like you're sitting down the whole time. Like, what are you going to do? You know,
it's exhausting. Huh?
It was like freaking 8 p.m. And at some point I was like, this brunch is still going on.
The brunch was going.
Fully going on. And then I didn't even end up finding out till that day. Like, Luis ended up getting tacos like at night. And I was like, oh,
you
this
didn't
brunch
know there was
not-
tacos there?
No. I found out that day when like Luis was like, oh, tacos are coming at night. I was like,
yeah.
So this ain't a brunch. Imagine.
No,
this ain't ending early.
It started at 1 p.m., which I actually recommended to Mayra because I remember my baby shower started till like 5, 6 p.m.
Yeah.
And I just remember being completely exhausted towards the end because I was like, people are drinking. I don't want to be rude and go upstairs.
Yeah.
Like I got to stay at my own party. So that's why I told Mayra, I was like, do a brunch vibe, do morning.
I was ready to leave like at 7 p.m. but I was like, that would be so rude if I just like, because this was at the rancho that we does like a lot of his weddings. I'm like, I would literally be leaving and like having my family and friends just there partying themselves. I was like, this is so wrong. But I love that the rancho has like a bridal room. It has a couch. Yeah. It has
it was very chill.
A bunch of chairs, and we were just like chilling in there.
We kept going in there whenever we had to go like take a little break.
I had a lot of breaks in there, like especially when everybody was already drunk. It was nighttime. I was like, I went in there. I chilled there for like at least an hour and was talking to Lupita and Janet. Like we're just in there, and I was thriving because it was like peaceful in there. So I loved that, but I was so exhausted. Like I'm still, it's like what, 2 days now and I'm still recovering.
It's because Mayra, you're at the stage that you could be sitting at home all day and you're going to be exhausted.
Yeah.
Like literally like when they say like you're tired of growing a child at this stage, the bare minimum will have you exhausted.
There's so much going on though that I'm like, girl, the balls you had to do all this. Like my kitchen is like, I don't have a kitchen right now, Karina.
The fact that
I'm doing like a couple weeks and my kitchen's not even ready yet, bitch. It is going to be ready though. He did tell me.
It's going to be ready?
Wait, a couple weeks or like a few weeks?
No, Mayra,
you got some time.
You got like 2.5 weeks, no? Like. No, Mayra.
Something like that.
By the time this shit go up, we got like a week or two.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
She's about to pop, y'all. But what I'm trying to say is my kitchen is going to be done. Like they work so fast.
God, Mayra.
It's going to be done when the baby gets here. But it's just like the balls I had.
Well, this is the thing. Like
my due date was moved sooner. That I did not know I was gonna be giving birth that soon. That's a problem.
Yeah, your due date was originally
a little further,
and then boom, like. Switched up by weeks, so it's like
so I'm like, oh my goodness, but it should be ready by when the baby's here, literally.
I mean, the day I told you, girl, I was like, if we gotta go in there while you're at the hospital, we gotta go in there and put some dishes away or something. It is what it is.
I think that might just have to happen, girl.
I mean, even like the nursery and stuff. Well, the nursery doesn't have to be ready right away because
I know, but I'm thinking like I really do actually want to. Like my mom brought the cuna, like girl, like what am I just not gonna like use it, you know? I'm like literally.
No, you will use the cuna, but
oh my god, shout out to this bitch right here because she got me the freaking Nuna mix. Oh my gosh. Can we talk about that? Because me and Brian, if you guys watched our vlog, me and Brian went actually looking for the Nuna, right? I didn't even know they had so many options. They were showing me the one that you're able to like add another baby after you have like another child. Oh my gosh. And then I was looking at like the mini travel one, and then I was looking at the mix. I didn't know there was like so many names. So that day that I went, I was like, there's no way I'm going to make up my mind right now. Like this is insane. Like there's so many different options. And I started doing my research. Everybody's like the mix, like it's great size. Because I feel like the one to grow in it, I'm like, okay, what am I going to wait a few years to have another child? Like I don't even know when I'm going to have a next child. So I was like, that one's out of the window. The mini one was a little too tiny for me. So we went with a mix. And I don't know who I was talking to. My mom, I think. She's like, ¿por qué no lo pones in, the registry? I was like, I don't know. Like the day that I was literally going to go like see it, I'm like, no, like, first of all, the Nuna's like, it's more on the pricey side. I'm like, no, like that's embarrassing. I don't want to put it on the registry. Like who the fuck is going to buy that, And I didn't end up choosing it. The day came where I was putting these in my registry and me and Brian were like, you know what? Like, fuck it. Let's put it in the registry. Like my family, I'm sure they'll like split it. Like they'll figure it out, And no, this bitch fucking gets the whole thing herself. Literally, like the stroller and the
car seat.
Bitch, I said pacifier.
The car seat.
The car seat. And they have it individually too. Even me and Brian were like being considerate. Like, okay, we'll put it individually. Like, we'll put the carriola and then we'll put the portabebé like separate. So like they don't have to pay so much. And they didn't have it. So I'm like, okay, they only had like the actual like bundle. Oh, no. So Karina got it. Thanks, Queen. Like you did not have to.
For my baby shower, you got me like really big essentials too, girl.
Girl. Please. I was like,
oh my God. And then I was cringing. I was like, let me see if they have this shit on Amazon and they don't. So they only have it on Pottery Barn. It literally gets here a day before Mayra's gonna be like going to the hospital.
Yeah, like the day before I'm gonna be like setting this up. Well, Brian's probably gonna be setting it up. I'm like,
oh my goodness, bitch. If they better not delay that shipment at all. Because I will pull up to a fucking warehouse or something to pick it up.
Maybe you were able to
I'm sure there's gotta be something in LA with Pottery Barn warehouses. Let us know,
right? Where we could pick it up in person. So I'm freaking out about that, but
you're in full nesting mode, huh?
Queen, I'm fully nesting, but I did want to give a big shout out to Elegancia Events and Karina because they helped put this baby shower together.
What is the reason, girl?
What? I'm just saying, girl.
That's just funny. Like, why?
No, yeah, they put the baby shower together for
us. Elegancia Events is our brother, by the way. Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to my brother Luis and Karina because they put it together. Thanks,
oh my God, y'all.
It was beautiful.
It was iconic. It was a lot of fun, Mayra. The brunch vibes.
Like, I just love the theme. Like Noah's Ark, like the animals and stuff.
So cute.
Oh, it's so cute. My dad made the little ark that was like
the bow
with the pastries. I think I'm going to put that in his nursery.
Oh my gosh, it's
with
so
like
cute.
As a tocador, and I'm going to have like little stuffed animals coming out of it.
Oh my gosh, that's adorable.
With the little like windows.
So cute.
It's so cute, but I feel like I could talk for hours.
I can't believe y'all's baby shower passed already. Like, what?
I know. And then now that we have all these presents, we're like nesting like fully. We put the bassinet. Thank you, Jenica, for the bassinet queen. We put it on the side. And yeah.
It's feeling real, right? To see a bassinet in your room and stuff like, whoa.
Yeah. And then we got the little like bedside roller thing.
To put diapers and stuff.
To put diapers and everything, because the nursery, like we still haven't put it together, which I want to. I really, really do.
It's hard, I know, Mayra.
Because we ripped off the carpet and we need to like put floors.
Mayra, literally, like if we all go in there, in one day.
Yeah, I think I should be fine. Shout out to Yasmin and my mom. Thank you, Queens, too. Yasmin got me the dresser and my mom got me the crib. So I'm like, oh my goodness. Like, I think I'm set. I just need to. Yeah, I just need to put flooring. Like, that's all we need to do. And then from there, like, start bringing in the clothes, start bringing in like all the little.
So much stuff.
I'm just so grateful. Like, it's crazy, like what a baby shower does. Like, oh shoot, like,
dude, when you were opening your presents up, you were
like,
not even
baby shower has you set. It like there's probably really a couple things helpful. Like the mattress and stuff I need to get, but I'm like, damn,
they're
like
so
what
helpful.
would people do without baby showers? Like, I really was thinking that, Karina, like baby stuff are so expensive. I'm really thinking like, this is why they're a thing. I cannot imagine, especially like a single mother, like gathering all her items for a baby. Karina, that's expensive.
It's a lot.
So you
gotta be there for your baby mamas, y'all. If you got any friends, cousins, family that are pregnant, y'all, be there for them. Give them a helping hand, girl, because it's a lot. Mm-hmm. It is. And baby showers, like, well, I'm so thankful for them, bitch. Because Mia, like, for like 5 months, we didn't have to buy diapers.
You got a lot of presents for your baby shower, too.
But you guys did too, Mayra. I feel like we got a similar amount, honestly.
I don't know. I was actually really shocked because mine was like definitely more intimate than yours, I think. So I was like, oh my God.
I mean, Mayra, people were so excited to shower you guys.
I'm just so thankful for my friends and family. Thank you, guys. Yeah, I'm excited. I just need to wash his clothes now because I think I need to start literally washing his clothes.
No, yeah, I feel like Mayra, every time she calls me now, she's like, so do I need this or any that? Like, she's in
I'm so clueless, Karina. I am so clueless. Like, I was like opening the diapers and I was like, what are newborn size? We thought they were one because we got a lot of like the one size. And you were like, no, it's the N.
The N is newborn. But it's good that you got a lot of that one size, Mayra, because with us, unfortunately, we didn't use a lot of the newborn. Literally, Mia was born like at 9 pounds. Oh. So with her, she which is funny because Mia's like a slim baby. She's a super slim baby now. Mm-hmm. But when she was born, she was 9 pounds because of my gestational diabetes. I'm sure that's what it was. So she was born a big baby, and she actually went straight into a 1. Like she wasn't in a newborn diaper at all. So when we got home, all the newborn diapers like untouched.
No way.
Because you don't know how big they're going to be. And this baby's measuring big. So hopefully he does fit in newborn for a bit.
You had her at 38?
I had her at 38 weeks.
Okay. So we'll see. Maybe he'll be a little thicky. I don't know.
Who knows, girl?
Well, I have gestational diabetes. So he's been measuring big since like... as long as I could remember because of the sugars. So usually when you have gestational diabetes,
and then also genetics, Mayra. Brian was like a 10-pounder.
Brian was a 10-pounder.
Me and you were 7.5, which sounds like an average weight, but we're twins.
For twins, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, like I remember when I told my doctor, he's like, "Well, you were pretty big to be a twin. You guys were pretty big."
Yeah, that part. Damn, girl. So any updates on year end
with me, girl? We've been at the warehouse working, girl.
Period.
So I'm actually really excited because we're gonna launch this weekend. We're launching our first monthly box.
Oh my god, you guys are finally doing it.
Yeah, we're launching our Easter boxes. Y'all,
oh my god, they're so cute.
We've been wanting to work on monthly boxes for a while now, like subscription boxes, but I don't know if I'm to the point of doing like subscription. I kind of just want to launch them as like monthly boxes. At the beginning of the month, every month will just be like a theme to the slime box.
Also, they don't have to like subscribe or anything.
I think I'm just gonna put them up as monthly
Give
boxes.
them options to like if they want to get it or not.
Exactly. Like if it's a subscription, like you're like locked in. Like I just kind of want to put them up every month so that different people get a chance to like also get the box. You know,
the boxes are so cute.
They're gonna be obsessed with cute. Them. The Easter one, I'm obsessed.
Is that
with
the first box? The Easter box?
The Easter box is the first one. Yes, guys. Ooh. Go follow us on Instagram. I'm sure we posted teasers and stuff, y'all. This Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on squishybunny.shop. We're launching the Easter boxes, the Easter slime bundles. It comes with like a carrot cake slime with a little carrot cake, and then we have like an Easter egg hunt in there. We have fuzzy bunny slime. We also have like a little one of those like Peeps like plushies and stuff. Oh we just wanted to be like
waiting for my
box.
PR. Yes. I'm just gonna get that.
I literally need to bring you one like now.
Oh my god, we should do a little unboxing in the next episode.
Yeah, we should. But I'm so excited, y'all, because this is something we've been working on for a while.
So cute.
And there's so many in the works for the next months because like they're all gonna be themed.
The themes, bitch.
So y'all, if you want to get your slime for your Easter baskets, like these are. Well, I mean, the whole box literally is themed Easter, y'all. So set your alarms, y'all. We do have a shitload of boxes.
Gift for like talk about Easter baskets, bitch. Your Easter box is a slime.
Your Easter box, you guys. Make sure you guys get yours. I'm nervous because like we got really excited and we got a bunch of boxes, but I'm like, all right,
they're gonna sell.
Let's see. But I can't wait for y'all to get it. That's honestly all we've been working on. But
wow, that's
what I got going on, girl.
Get your Easter boxes, y'all, because y'all could use those as your baskets. For your nieces, your nephews, your kids.
Even the box itself is themed and everything. Like it's like all Easter the house. So it's like I'm obsessed.
That's iconic. Because I usually struggle looking for fucking baskets.
I actually just went shopping for Easter baskets, girl. Because I just went recently. Because like if you go to the last day, you don't find eggs, you don't find shit.
That's actually iconic. So start buying your guys' Easter baskets now, and then you could purchase the Easter box and throw it in there.
Period. But oh my gosh, y'all. So our week has definitely been eventful. And again, y'all, like honestly, the next couple of weeks is really just going to be us getting ready for this baby girl.
Yeah, literally.
But we wanted to play a fun game.
Real life confessions.
So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be asking like some questions and we're basically confessing like real life shit, which I think is going to be hilarious.
Iconic. I'm here for it.
I decided I was like, I'm going to be as honest as possible with all these. If it's too much, we could be like, all right, I don't want to answer that, you know?
No, yeah. I mean, they're not crazy. I feel like just keep it real, you know?
These are my favorite episodes when we play games because, like, they're funny. Like, I don't know where they're going to go, you know?
And you guys answer them with us in the comments down below.
Yes.
All right. What is the most recent text on your phone? I just got one right now. Hi, Mayra. Confirming you saw the note above.
What?
Oh, that was your text, girl.
Okay, your most recent text was what?
And then my other one before that was Spectrum service alert. Your service shut down. I was getting imagine. You forgot to pay the bill. Imagine. No, service outage. because the weather's been crazy. My whole house like blacked out. I'm just kidding.
Can you imagine? My last text was to Raul, and I said we're about to start filming. And I put Mia is with my mom.
Whack. I'm just kidding.
Oh, and then he just said, gonna take these packages as soon as I'm done. Pick up once I got returned, send those out. We know, just talking business.
I'll count those chicks later.
Like, why?
Okay, that was a little whack.
Okay, I could ask the next one. What was your last Google search? Oh, bitch, I don't know.
Oh my God, mine are actually very like, bitch. Like my fucking.
Oh my God, Mayra. No, because mine mine is so dramatic. Wait,
stop.
This is so fucking dramatic for what? You want to do yours first?
Mine is uterine rupture symptoms. Can I just explain?
Oh my gosh.
Because, okay, guys, let me explain. And actually, oh my God, if there's any registered nurses or doctors watching this, I need all
labor and delivery nurses.
Chime in. Please chime in. I need all the fucking second options, or what do they call it? Second opinions. Because I'm basically like, when I say I'm doing a couple weeks, I mean like I am scheduled for a C-section, because apparently for me being 25 weeks pregnant, I got a low.
Your last pregnancy, you were 25 weeks.
My last pregnancy, I was 25 weeks, right? When I went into preterm labor. So he was breached. There was no other complication. You know, it's not like he wasn't coming down or anything. No, he was breached. So I had to get an emergency C-section, because obviously, you know,
your water had broke and stuff.
My water broke and everything. And we couldn't deliver him like that because it was like not as safe. So because he was breached, I had to get a C-section. My medical records state that my scar is low transverse, which matters because when you get classical, which is like up and down like that, you are not eligible to try for a VBAC, which is a vaginal birth after a cesarean. You cannot even try if the scar is that way. Mm-hmm. So mine says low transverse. So that means my uterus was cut like low, because the incision on your skin, on your actual, like the surface, could be different from the uterus. But my uterus scar says low transverse. So my doctor's trying to figure out if it's really that scenario, because he's like, usually when it's like like a preterm labor, they don't even do low transverse. It's almost like impossible because of the way that the uterus is. It hasn't fully like expanded. Mm-hmm. You know, so we're trying to figure out like, well, are the medical records right? Like, is it low transverse, right? So he saw them again yesterday. He's like, well, it says low transverse, like it's repeated a few times. Like, I really thought it was a mistake, but I was
feel
also,
like I'm sorry to chime in, but I just feel like, because Mayra keeps thinking like, what if they accidentally put low transverse? I feel like in the medical field, for serious surgery, like a C-section, they're not going to accidentally put the wrong scar. I had a labor
and delivery nurse tell me like, sometimes like, they're so used to the same routine that they'll like kind of copy and paste. And I was like, oh my God, can they really do? Is that like illegal?
Like for a preterm labor where it was like an emergency C-section, don't you think that they would probably not mess up on that?
Okay, so yeah, that's why my doctor said, he's like, well, it's mentioned multiple times. So like the it being a mistake is like even lower, because it's like multiple times and details about it being low transverse. But because like, this is the best way I could describe it. Sorry if I'm like ruining the game. I just need to talk about this real quick. So basically the way that they describe it, like picture your uterus as a balloon, right? So this balloon hasn't expanded to what it's supposed to expand at like 40 weeks, full term baby. I was 25 weeks. So it's smaller. Mm-hmm. The scar is at the bottom, right? It's at the bottom. It's a low transverse, but it's at the bottom. At this stage in my pregnancy, with this pregnancy, it's extended further. So I'm already 35 weeks. So it's extended already. Mm-hmm. That scar, there's a possibility that scar already went up. Mm-hmm. Because am I making sense?
Yeah.
Because my uterus is expanding bigger than what it was.
Makes perfect sense.
When I was 25 weeks. So that scar being up
puts you at risk.
Puts me at risk, because realistically it's not low transverse anymore, because now that scar could be somewhere like in the middle or the top. And the way that they described it is like, when your uterus is contracting, it's literally like a balloon. So if the scar is like up there, like that rupture can happen in general. Okay. It's almost like if I did have a classical C-section. So it just kind of like, I'm more at risk than someone that had a regular low transverse at like being full term.
Yeah.
Because we don't know where that scar is, and it's really hard to even see the scar because of the baby and stuff. Like they don't know where the scar is.
Yeah.
So I haven't got symptoms of like my scar being anywhere up here. Honestly, like I don't feel any burning or something. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I usually feel it like very low. Like recently I was feeling like a little burning sensation like on the bottom. I'm like, is my scar down there? Like, am I feeling like the stretchness? Like maybe that could be a sign that it's still down there. But anybody in the medical field, labor and delivery, anybody in general that has gone into labor at 25 weeks and had to get a C-section, were you even eligible to get a VBAC afterwards? Did you get a low transverse? Because those are my people I want to get answers from. I get it all the time. Like, girl, you could do it. Your body's meant for it. I've had multiple VBACs and I'm thinking like, yes, but you were like a full-term pregnancy. My situation is very, very different. Yeah. So that is like where we're at right now. My doctor is still very respectful. He's like letting me make my choice, but he's like very about like
going the safe
route. So we just want to make sure. So that's why my search bar is.
Because you were just searching symptoms and stuff. So my search bar is a little embarrassing and it's so fucking random.
What is it, girl?
It's so dramatic.
Dramatic?
Can you hemorrhage from anger?
From anger?
So I had a stupid petty fight with Raul yesterday.
Wait.
This is so embarrassing, but I just want to be honest. Yesterday we had like a stupid petty fight and obviously, you know, I was angry.
You're on your period or what?
And you know how like I'm just always spotting right now? I'm technically on my period constantly because of the stupid ass birth control I'm on. I hate the depot shot, girl. Like I literally just been bleeding. And
I know not to get that shit out, girl.
I got that shit in January. Bitch, we're near April and I'm still bleeding.
Karina, that's not right.
But that's literally symptoms of this shot. And I'm like, why the fuck did I do it? Anyways.
What?
Anyways, I'm always usually spotting. And then I just remember like after having an argument, like I just felt like it got like heavier and I'm so dramatic and my mind just went there. So I just Googled, I'm like, am I going to hemorrhage?
The fact that you're having hemorrhage.
Like literally so ridiculous, but that's how dramatic I am. So
you know what a hemorrhage is? So like you would probably notice.
I know, girl. I'm so stupid. Like I just thought I was like, am I bleeding more because I'm angry? Like, is that a thing? And then I started,
what did Mayra? It say?
And then like I started like, and then like literally like the answer, what comes up is like anger or emotional upset may trigger stroke and all that shit. I'm like, girl.
Bitch. Now you have one more reason to fight. Like, nah, this motherfucker really about to give me a stroke now.
And I literally told him, I was like, I'm gonna get a stroke. And I was like,
why are you mean? Imagine me when I'm arguing with Brian.
It's so stupid. It's like, this is like how stupid and petty I am. Like, why am I?
That is actually hilarious. I would never even think that.
I know, it's so random. I'm telling you, like, I'm so weird. Dude.
I mean, when you're in the heated moment, bitch, you just gotta find every way to like make them feel bad. Imagine
why am I so toxic?
Oh my god. Okay, the next one. When was the last time you peed outside of a restroom?
Fuck, I can't remember. Like, I genuinely cannot remember.
I have a secret for y'all. So y'all know how like I literally pee in every like special, you know, my wedding, like quinceañera.
Oh, like when you're
bitch,
drunk?
I think this is a tradition. Tell me why at my baby shower.
You're lying.
I haven't told anybody. At my baby shower, no, let me explain because it wasn't like that bad. At my baby shower, I remember going to the rider room. I ran in there and I had my Spanx, right? So I was like, oh my God. And I'm wearing like a fucking gown, bitch. I'm like lifting it and like I start peeing, but very little, Karina. Very little God. That it literally like only my Spanx collected it. But I wasn't.
You're on miada the rest of your.
I wasn't tripping because I was going to change like to comfortable clothing. This was when the party was already like ending, and I was like, I just wanted to like get comfortable. Yeah. So I had like extra underwear and stuff. I was good, but I was cringing because I was like, quit fucking playing. Like every special event, Karina, does not go missed. I peed on my quinceañera dress. My wedding dress, those two events were like fully like puddle around me though.
Oh my God.
Yeah, like Laura. Insane.
The fact that you partied on your wedding night on me, that
no, that was towards the end too. Like hell no, it's funny because like God's watching me. Like he makes sure that it's at the end. The quinceañera, we were like already at the house and Luis was using the restroom. And I peed like on the hallway and I was crying because I peed all over my quinceañera dress. My wedding, same thing. Like Lupita was trying to like help me, and like my dress was like, you know, wedding dresses, bitch. Like, please.
Oh my gosh, a nightmare, bitch.
And I remember like I just like picked up my dress and I like squatted on the toilet, And I still had my like Spanx and everything for my wedding, and I peed like all over it.
Oh my god!
It was so dramatic, bitch. Wait, and then Lupita all drunk trying to help me, poor queen.
So you just squat on top like with
like
your
cowboy on the fucking
Spanx and all, and just started peeing.
Yeah, because I just couldn't even anymore. That was the wedding. God.
Wait, so you just why even squat when you got your whole fucking Spanx on and shit?
Because I didn't like at that point. Like I was like, when you know that your brain doesn't even have control, and you're like, it's coming out. Like might as well squat on something. If I squatted, like I went like literally like
lit that shit open,
like facing the fucking toilet. I squatted on it. Like random. At the fucking stress levels, girl. I don't know what was going on. So yeah, that I will never remember. I'm like, girl, you really were like fucking peeing on your wedding dress. And then so yeah, my baby shower comes up. And I'm like, oh my god, I need to pee. And like, you know, pregnancy, like you cannot hold in your piss, girl.
I mean, I get it right now.
And I was like taking off my dress. I knew I was like, okay, it's fine. Like, I'm literally gonna change. I came in here for this reason. But I'm pulling it up and like I pee like the littlest amount, and like I finally like take my Spanx off and I like finish peeing in the toilet. But I did not wet my dress at all. It would just collected like a little bit on the Spanx, and that was it. But bitch, when I tell you, I was like, bitch, like every single special occasion does not go missed. I literally think at this point it's like a tradition. Yeah, like that was just a cherry on top. I was like, I peed on my baby shower. Yeah, but it was not dramatic. There was no puddle. It wasn't a lot. Yeah, it literally didn't even drip down my legs. It just collected like a little bit.
That's so funny though. Okay, number 4. When was the last time you lied about being busy to not have to go somewhere?
All the fucking time. I'm just kidding. Imagine. No, I do that. Well, I feel like we now have a really good excuse, bitch. I'm tired.
You know what? You're absolutely right. You know what? Now that I'm really thinking about it, like I am busy.
You are. Like every time my friends want to hang out, your excuse is like, I'm at the warehouse.
No, like I dead ass. Yeah, I am though. But I mean, I guess you could say though, there is times that I'm like, okay, I am busy, but maybe I could make the time.
Oh but yeah.
Like, there's times that I'm like, I'm just busy and like I'm just not gonna go out of my way for it. I sometimes
don't want to fucking go out. I just want to be home. So I'll just say like, we all have done it. First of all,
yeah, everybody's
all done it.
I feel like everybody's done it.
I think especially now, like, I mean, what can I tell you? Like, I'm pregnant. I'm tired. I'm sorry. Like,
yeah.
When was the last time you sent a nude or a spicy text? Girl, I'm married. It was a long time ago.
Tell you.
No. I'm with Brian like literally every minute of the day. If I'm telling him, it's in his face, girl.
I feel like me and Raul don't really even text much because we're always together.
No, that's why. Yeah, like when do I?
I mean, I think we all have, but
like when he's playing this game, like I miss you. Like what, girl?
You sending him like a nude in bed? Like why? Come to bed. Imagine.
Look what's waiting for you. Imagine. Cringe. No, babe. When was the last time? It was like I can't even remember.
I mean, as having your husband, like there is times that you might like send something a little juicy or whatever, but like a nude, I genuinely cannot remember.
No, like
it's been so long.
Like he sees it every day, girl. Why he need a text message? Imagine like why?
Like he could just walk over, see like titties.
Period. That's so funny. Like. Damn, the riskiness of it all, bitch. Like if you think about like back then, I'm like, girl, the risk of just like sending a fucking new text is scary. Like that could easily go to your mom or something on accident.
Oh my god, that's horrible.
Like that is so scary,
dude. Or how there's people that will post shit to like Snapchat, like that literally could easily go to your friends.
Like, have you ever had like a picture on your feed, and even Instagram when you're like when you're gonna post on stories, even that shit is risky. Like,
yes, I don't like having nudes period in my fucking phone because Mia gets my phone
posting that shit.
Mia has accidentally posted like random shit to like not stories, but she did it to Snapchat once, but it was just like a picture of like me sleeping, but you couldn't see me much. But I'm like, oh my gosh, sir, there's times that I fall asleep nude, bitch.
Like not Karina the next day on Instagram with her titties out, knock the fuck out.
Oh, bitch. My god, washed up well of it all. Imagine.
No.
I literally every morning I check my stories and I'm like, please tell me she didn't post no shit.
Stop.
Because like there's times that I fall asleep in my underwear sometimes with no bra and stuff, and I'm like, I don't want.
Karina, that's scary.
You never know, kids like they really like do grab your phone. I'm like, I
hate when I'm like I mean obviously. Prior to pregnancy, when you have like your lip moments and you're like really drunk,
my gosh, yes.
And then like the next day you're like, did I post anything like crazy, and you go through your stories like, okay.
Every time I have a night out, I'm checking the stories the next day. Like, please tell me you didn't post anything fucking stupid that I don't remember I posted.
Yeah.
And there's times that I posted too much and I'll be deleting shit because I'm cringing.
Yeah.
When was the last time you wanted to hit someone?
Hit someone?
Like hit someone in the face or?
It hasn't been a minute.
I'm trying to think of like if I like genuinely like the last time I was genuinely like, you look like I want to like. I think that one episode that we had of that little drama thing that happened with like someone from school that had like,
oh my god, she's literally the only person that is like rockable for sure.
Rockable, bitch. I can't wait.
Like, are there people that you follow on social media that you feel obligated to follow?
No.
Trying to think about
no, but also like for me, following people like it's not a big deal. Like if I follow you, like I'm not just gonna unfollow you just because I'm like, oh, I follow too many people. Like I'm not gonna do that. Obviously,
if I follow a lot of people too.
Like if I followed you and then you switch up like randomly. Do you ever follow accounts that out of nowhere they'll just start posting like just pure like dildos or just random shit and you're like,
their shit got hacked?
No, like they're ads. Where they'll start posting all these ads and I'm like, this is too much for my feed. Like, I want to see this shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, all you post now is this. So I'm just like, oh, I'm following.
Yeah, I feel like, yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody I follow, like, I follow them because I want to follow them if I'm honest.
I wouldn't just like follow someone because I feel obligated to.
Unless like they grab my phone and they're like, oh, like, follow me. And I'm like, oh.
Okay.
But then like, I eventually know
and
who you are.
And I'll still follow you. I'm like, okay.
I'll still follow you, but I'll probably like be on my stories like, oh wait, what? Like, and then I'm like, oh shit, yeah, like I met you here, you know?
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't mind it.
How many days will you wear your underwear without washing them? Well, I feel like every person switches out their underwear when they shower, right?
Yeah, of course. That's basically saying,
imagine taking a shower. But
that's basically saying like how many days will you go without showering? I can't go more than a day. I will feel it for sure.
You know what? I feel like for the most part, yes, but I can't sit here and lie and say that I've never skipped a day.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
You know
when
I
mean? I say day, it's like I can't skip more than a day.
No, yeah, that makes sense.
Like I could like okay, today I showered, tomorrow like
also for girls,
if I don't shower, like that's it. I'm not gonna go the next day and not shower again, bitch.
Also for girls, I feel like it's so easy to take a bird bath. Yes. Like if you're talking about washing hair, like you got me fucked up. Like washing my hair every day, like full blow shower like that.
No, hell
like,
no.
Because honestly, for me, like the ones where you don't have to wash your hair, that's like minutes.
Well, of course. It's like
easy.
Every woman, a lot of women don't wash their hair every day.
A lot of people don't.
I think we're talking about in general, like, te lavaste el mono, imagine?
Yeah. Te
la cara y el mono, no? Like,
el mono, no. No, yeah,
definitely. No, wash your fucking ass first and then worry about your face, girl, because that's not cute.
Because that ass stank, gorgeous.
That's not cute. That's what I'm saying. Like, I can go like a day without like showering down there. But bitch, I gotta do it the next fucking morning because I feel dirty.
There's people that also shower like several times a day.
There's people that change their underwear like twice a day.
That's wild.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I get it. I feel like women have like discharge and stuff.
No, but honestly,
I should be doing that shit right now with this pregnancy.
There's people that shower multiple times a day and I'm like, I would love to be that. Like queen shit.
That's iconic.
Like honestly, queen shit.
Yeah.
To actually be able to shower like two to three times a day, like iconic.
That is iconic.
I wish I could do that, girl. She ain't got time. You know?
What's the grossest smell that you secretly enjoy?
Armpits.
Me too.
Not my own.
No, I hate my own. I love Brian's armpits.
But you know what's funny? Like if we're just like walking around throughout the day and you smell like armpits, I'm gonna be like, you fucking stink.
If I'm out in public and a random person smells like armpits, like it's not cute.
But if you're in bed and they're laying down with their arm like this,
and then you know how they have like their deodorants like smell like cologne, so like that cologne mixed with armpit,
it smells good, huh?
Amazing.
Yeah,
like, I will literally like be on like Brian's fucking armpit.
Yeah, like I like it to an extent. Like if we're walking around and you smell like armpits, I'm like, do you smell? But if you're laying down, like it's nice. It's weird.
I love it. I love Brian's armpits in general.
Queen.
Like, is that a fetish?
Is that a fetish? His armpits?
I don't know. Like his hairs.
Okay.
Is that weird?
No.
Like I prefer his armpits to be hairy for sure.
Queen.
Like I just love hair. That's weird, huh?
No.
Anyways.
Okay, number 10. What's the most inappropriate time you've ever laughed?
Oh my God, I
do that shit all the time.
I hate that. Like really like no, this is really like this is not me like not caring. This is me like actually like I just don't know how to handle serious situations.
Me either, bitch. I'll start like sometimes laughing and I'm like, how dare you?
And I'm like, bitch, you're going to hell. Like, why are you laughing about this?
No, me, Mayra,
it's if something
for me, if someone like kind of like bursts out in tears, like kind of like with no warning. Like I get so
every time I talk to you.
No, that's so different. I don't think I've ever see that's different though. I feel like it's with people that you don't like know to that level.
Yeah.
Because I have never, ever accidentally laughed
at
anything you've cried at or any moment with you ever. Because that's like we're all like feeling it because we're close, you know? But I've definitely had moments where someone's like talking about some real shit and like I don't know why, like it's like your mind fucks with you and just goes somewhere horrible.
Yeah.
Like it's like someone starts talking about some real shit and then your mind starts thinking of the funniest scenarios for no reason.
Girl.
I'm like, that's the devil fucking with me, bitch.
I was gonna say that's the fucking devil, girl, because it ain't the right time. Because
I'll literally be like, think of some sad shit so you don't fucking laugh right now, bitch.
No,
like,
literally, like my brain works like that. I will be like having a serious conversation with someone, and like I will have I'm
about to burst out cackling, bitch.
Intrusive thoughts. Like, have you ever? Okay, this is really random. Have you ever talked to somebody and then randomly like you're picturing them fucking? You're like, why am I picturing?
Oh my God,
Karina, be honest.
I mean, I picture,
and you're like, why the fuck am I picturing like the weirdest things? And I'm like,
or like I'm picturing them just eating shit right now in front of me. Like I don't know, like random shit, and that it just makes me want to laugh.
Like what is the reason? Like random things, and I'm like, this is the damn devil like trying to fuck with me right now,
girl.
Like why am I thinking these weird thoughts?
That's what it is. Because I could be having a serious conversation, and then randomly like, and then sometimes people just have that phase where it's like kind of like that crying phase.
That's so sad.
What do you mean? Sometimes a certain crying face could be a little funny. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I feel horrible.
Just to clear the air, I feel like with very serious situations, like I'm not crying. I mean, I'm not crying. What the fuck? No. I'm not laughing. I do feel like sometimes like it could even be something that's not that serious and someone's talking and I just want to laugh and they'd probably think I'm being so fucking rude and I'm like, trust me, my brain's like just thinking about funny stuff right now. Like
I hate that. Oh my gosh, I hate that shit. It always happens at the wrong moments too.
Like why? When was the last time you got jealous?
Trying to think. Like of what? Like your man or like real life? Like with other people? Jealous? I don't think I'm a jealous girl at all. I don't think that's on me either. I'm like, I don't know if there's like a scenario where Raul's never ever given me a reason to be jealous like that.
Yeah, so I'm thinking, I'm like, I don't
honestly no.
I don't know.
I like to think I'm not jealous at all.
I like to think I'm not jealous, huh, babe? Do you think I am? No, huh? Like I really don't think I am. Like a badass bitch could walk in front of him and I'm like hyping her the fuck up with him.
Literally, yeah.
I'm like, Brian, look at her ass.
Stop.
No, maybe not like that, but I'm literally the kind of be like, oh my God, that girl's ass is goals, huh?
I'll definitely be like, oh, that girl's so pretty.
Yeah, or like, yeah, that girl's gorgeous. Like, I don't know. I don't know.
Have you ever gotten a Brazilian wax?
Nope, but I've been thinking about it.
You know what, bitch? I would love to, but I haven't. And I think the thing that keeps me from going is I always heard that the first time hurts a lot.
I heard that.
And like, I'm just the kind of person that I'm like, honestly, like I'll either shave or just trim it. I don't even give a fuck at this time and age. Like to where I'm literally like, I have to be waxed or I have to be bald down there. Like I don't care.
Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm at an age where I'm like, I really don't care. Like I'm married. Like he's seen it all. I don't care.
So you let the braids hang?
No. Like definitely. Like I like to trim. Like if I'm not gonna like, there is times that I shave. Like on a good one, I'll be like, I'm fully shaving. But even then, like mostly just trim. Like
I get seen every week, so I'm always like struggling, bitch.
When I was pregnant, I would shave a lot.
The struggle, like Brian will be shaving me, like because I can't see nothing. Even like when it comes to outings and I'm wearing a dress, I'm like the struggle to shave my legs, Karina. I'm like,
my gosh,
like in the shower, like struggling. I'm like, I need to chill because I'm not about to eat shit in the shower. Like I struggle. I mean, I think I do like to like trim down there. Well, not trim. Brian has like a Isn't it your face one?
Mayra.
Am I tripping? It's his face one, but without the heads. So it's like literally will leave you like bald.
Queen.
So I love it. I've been using it even since before I was pregnant.
Queen shit.
I mean, it's just my pussy on his face. Imagine like, what is the reason? That's actually funny. Like what? I need to get myself a personal one because I actually really like it. I want to wax. So I see people wax like before they give birth, but
I want to do it.
A little risky.
I'm so lazy to actually make an appointment. And
I'm scared, honestly.
I've gotten contacted by like some waxers that they're like,
something
come
about
in.
Opening them cheeks in front of people is just a little funny to me.
That part. If I'm gonna go get waxed, I prefer that you don't know me, honestly, because I'm so embarrassed at the thought of you're gonna see everything. I'm like, oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. This one's good. Have you ever bought something to wear to an event and then returned it to the store when the event was over? I've actually never done that.
I actually have a bad habit of saying I'm gonna do that and I don't do it. And then
you got clothes with tags everywhere.
I have such a bad habit, you guys, of going to the store and getting 2 sizes and being like, one of them's gonna fit. I don't got time to try it on right now. I used to do this more. I don't do it as much. Like now I'm very like particular about it. Before I had done that a lot where I would get 2 sizes of things and then fucking sits there. I used to do that, but I don't do it anymore. Now like I'll actually like put effort to make returns and stuff.
Yeah, I hate returning stuff.
It's
annoying. Unfortunate. I wish I could do this though. Imagine with every outfit. People do that.
It's a great idea.
They wear like an expensive ass fit.
I mean,
return it.
An expensive fit probably.
Like just hide the tag. That's kind of crazy. I've never done it though.
When was the last time you went through your partner's phone?
When was the last time I went through your phone?
It's been a minute.
I don't really ever go through Brian's phone.
It's
like
rare.
I will sometimes. I'm like, I guess I'll go through it.
The curiosity, like you're not.
The curiosity, like okay, like it's just a little good to be true. Let me see.
yeah.
Have you ever
really
done that?
Rare. Yeah, really. Like I could count the times I've done it.
I've probably done like literally like 2 or 3 times in the many years we've been together.
Yeah, me too. And it's just curiosity, but you're
not even doing it like for a reason. There's literally no reason why you're doing it.
Like you're not gonna find anything.
Like,
because
but you're just like curious. Like,
you're like, but what if I do?
Like, what if I am gonna like find something? Like, let me see.
Yeah.
And then you're like, who is this? Who is this homie that you're texting? Imagine. Have you ever told a friend's secret that you promised you wouldn't tell? A secret. Well, everything. Like me and Karina, like she knows everything.
I'm gonna tell you.
But I am really respectful with my friends. Like there is times I don't tell Brian certain things.
Yeah,
and then he ends up finding out later, and I'm like,
and then also just like
tell you,
just because like I don't really gossip with Raul as much, but like I'm gonna tell you stuff. But then also like I feel like most of the time when our friends, like if my friend tells me like, oh, don't tell any of the group yet, like I'll tell them another day.
Oh, there's definitely been like things that my friends tell me that Karina won't know, and Karina's like, why didn't you tell me? I'm like, oh, like I was actually really respecting that secret.
No, yeah, there's times like if my friend tells me like don't tell them, I'm gonna tell them later. Like I'll wait for that setting when we're all together when she or he tells
but you guys. There's definitely like being realistic. Like there's things that I'm sure people have told me like that I've told you without them probably knowing.
I mean, even within our own friends,
we do it all the time.
Like spilling stuff.
Yeah, everybody does that shit, girl.
What's the weirdest thing you do in your sleep? You do anything weird
in my sleep?
I'm weird in my sleep. Like I talk a lot. I wake up like
oh, I think Brian has said that I talk in my sleep. Do I still do that? Oh,
I talk a lot in my sleep.
Yeah,
I've gone like when I went to Mexico with Raul's family. Like they were like, Karina talks a lot. Karina's so random in her sleep. Like I'll randomly like sit up and say something.
Luis does that too.
Yeah.
It's just a thing with
or like I like scare them. Like Raul's just used to it, but our niece, she was like mortified. She's like, you scared the shit out of me. Like you literally just just sat up and said some shit, and I looked like really scared.
Scary.
It's because I get anxiety where I get up and I'm like, like I'll be scared. And she was like, what the fuck is going on? She thought I saw some shit. Bitch, we're in the rancho. She was like, what the fuck this bitch is saying?
Oh my God.
I do that all the time.
I do that a lot too, apparently. I mean, I wouldn't know because I'm asleep, man. Have you ever stalked an ex's page?
Yeah. It's really funny. You know what? It's really rare.
It's so rare, but I'm just like, rare. Like those nice words like 4 a.m. You're like, I'm bored.
Like, Yeah, it's really, really rare. But yeah, you do out of curiosity.
I feel like I'm so realistic. Like, I even tell Brian, I'm like, you've never done that? He's like, no. I'm like, quit playing.
I've
like,
asked Raul that too. I've asked that to Raul. He's like, I really don't.
And is that a girl thing only? Like, he's literally saying he has not stalked his ex's page. I think it's literally
just a girl thing. Raul tells me too. I'm like, come on. I won't be mad. Everyone does it.
I wouldn't be mad either, Brian.
I know, right? And to me, it's stupid. To guys, like, they don't understand. I think it's a girl thing.
I think guys just don't give a fuck, huh?
I think it's a girl thing, Mayra.
I mean, I don't give a fuck either. But
that's the thing. Like, we truly don't fucking care what you're doing with your life. I'm just curious.
No, yeah, literally. Like, I've told Brian, like, in a, like, very, like, chill way. I'm like, no, for real. Like, for real. Like for real,
trust,
for real. I don't care.
Like, yeah.
Like, for real, they say no feelings attached. I'm just curious. Yeah. Like, where's this person at? Do they got kids? Like, who's their wife? Like, for real.
You're just, yeah.
Like, I'm just curious. Like,
I feel like I feel like every girl could agree. Like, you literally don't give a shit. You're just curious.
I hope they're doing great. Like, oh shit, they got 5 kids. I'm kidding. Like,
Mayra. Oh my god.
Like, so no, I'm just like literally I'm like this. Like, I'm like just metiche. Yeah. I literally had to one time.
It's just being metiche.
I think that's the first time, like, I told Brian that I was stalking an ex's page. He was so weirded out. I'm like, trust and believe. I don't give a fuck about them, motherfucker.
No, literally, I'm the kind to be toxic. I'm the kind to be stalking his ex's bitch. Like, just for the fun
of his exes?
No, his like he says he's never stalked an ex, but I mean, I'm the type to randomly be like,
oh yeah.
Then I'll show him. I'm like, oh, like, he's like, what the fuck, like,
oh, look at your girl.
This your friend?
She's so cute, huh? Imagine, like,
she's so cute.
No, you know what's funny? I am that metiche. Like, Brian no es pendejo. Like, he will not give me details of his exes because, bitch, I would go on a stalking.
I actually, I think I want to
know how they look. I want to know how they, like, I want to know, bitch, and maybe I don't want to fucking know, but I would love to know, like, hey girl, what's up? Hi. Hey girly, what's good?
I'm done.
No, but like, I feel like, I don't know, maybe like I'm in a very different like state in my relationship, in my marriage, but like if you're watching, what's up? Imagine, like, I feel like I would be very, like, whatever about it.
I would be really friendly. Like
hey, I feel like I'd be like, hey, girl. Like,
I'm in a part in my life that I feel so drama-free. No, like, dead ass. I feel like so just drama-free in the stage of life I'm in. I could literally, like, come across an ex or Raul's ex or anybody, and I would be like, hi. Like,
how you doing?
Completely, like, yeah.
No, literally.
Have you ever lied to a priest while confessing your sins? Like leaving out a sin.
You don't gotta know it. Imagine.
What I sin about is between me and God.
Yeah, okay, that's something that I learned. So this is like Catholics, right? When you confess to a
is
priest.
It not with everybody? I don't know.
I don't think it's because a priest is like a Catholic, right? And then a pastor is Christian.
I have no idea.
I'm not sure, y'all. Okay, she's still trying to like educate herself a little bit, but let me tell you about that. I'm not here for it because they're still judging, and who can judge me? Only God. Jesus.
Yeah, that's how I see it.
I don't know if I am for that.
Like, for what, girl? Like I don't care how holy you are, how like you are a human being, and you're here for the cheese man.
No, you know what? I'm gonna be honest. When I did confess, this was for my primera comunión. I think I told him absolutely everything that I could think of. Like, everything. So I feel like as an adult, maybe I would be like, I don't need to confess to you because I have a different view on that now. But what happens if you've murdered somebody and you're confessing like to the freaking priest? Like,
oh, what the fuck, for real? What happens? Because supposedly everything's confidential, but like, how confidential is it?
Like, are they gonna
can you confess a murder, bitch? Like, what?
Like, are people confessing murders and things like that?
I don't know. I just feel like I could have these conversations with God.
I mean, yeah.
Like, you don't think that they're out here, Mayra, like, con las monjas, like, chismeando, like, let's be real, girl, you're human. I'm not judging. Like, I'm not. Like, I don't want to think that of you.
Like, he's going home to his wife telling him, like, girl, let me tell you what I heard today.
I don't think they get married, right?
No, priests have wives, right?
Do they? No, Mayra, I don't think there's
It's just pastors, huh? Pastors could be married.
Oh, okay. But you know what I mean, though? Like you're going to tell me that you just heard some juicy ass shit from someone that you know in the church.
I mean, they got to have a therapist, too.
I don't know. Like, they gotta be telling somebody, girl. Like,
they gotta be expressing their, like, and that's a lot of trauma to carry.
It's just it's between me and God. Why does some stranger gotta know, girl?
But I have been really honest. Like, the one time I did, I was like a kid and I told him everything.
I remember,
which wasn't anything crazy, but
I remember confessing. I don't know if it was like for someone's baptism or what. Like, as an adult, I was literally probably like 24 years old already, and I don't know what it was for, but I confessed. When I'm put in that position of confessing, I just feel like I know I'm a sinner. I'm a human. Like, and I just got to tell you everything. Like, I have to tell you everything, because if I don't say enough, I don't want him to think like, oh, I know you sin every day. Like, there got to be something in there, you know? So I remember, like, you know, you guys, I'm like 24 years old. Like, at this point, I've been with my now husband for like 7 years, girl.
They were like, déjalo. Imagine.
Yes. And like, here I am confessing to freaking, you know, doing stuff.
I think I was
told to leave him.
You know what? I actually think I had confessed once, and I don't know where it was, but I had confessed. I was like, you know, sexually active with Brian, and I remember he was like, okay, like I don't know what they say, but you know, I was forgiven, but he say, déjalo. I was like, told. So the man that actually ended up marrying, and fun fact, Brian was the only person I ever slept with. You wanted me to leave him and then in the future sleep with another man that I married? Like, make it make sense. But you know what I mean?
No, I know. I was literally told like that I had to leave him to be forgiven, and I was like, this is like, what the fuck? See, that's why and I was just put in a situation where I was like, I don't know, like, because at that point I was already like 24, 25. I'm not really arguing with my parents as much at that age, so I'm like, I can't confess.
A full ass adult girl.
So I don't have a lot of confessions aside from like, I guess I tell white lies here and there. So I'm just thinking like, I gotta say something.
My question is, if you're like 40 years old and you're not married and you're confessing that you're like fucking, like, are they gonna tell you like what do you do?
I don't know. Like, see, it's that part, girl, that I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't, because then I put in a weird situation where I feel like I gotta spill my whole life to you, and I'm not here for it, girl.
Okay, have you ever cheated on someone? I have.
I'm like, let me think about it. I'm just kidding.
I've confidently.
Okay, no. Look, I've always said that I've never cheated on somebody, but I have to like really look back at like a past relationship and be like, was this definitely wasn't like the good thing to do? Because I have to be honest, like when me and this person were like detaching away from each other, like whenever we would like break up, I literally would like talk to Raul.
Period.
And then like, you know, so that's bad. Like, would you consider that?
And just getting
no, I feel like he was just there to sweep me off my feet, bitch. Like, honestly, truly. But it's just funny because, you know, for a long time I was like, no, like I didn't do anything wrong. But I'm like, no, bitch, that's a little weird for you to like, you know, whenever you're having issues to go like to this shoulder to cry on. That's not normal, girl. But then I look back and I'm like, listen, bitch, I was like, I look back and now like I think own that's cheating. I mean, Mayra, like the fact that I was like talking to Raul, and like anytime we would like have an issue, like I would go talk to Raul. Like, that's not okay. Like, and honestly, for a long time I was like, no, like I never did that. Like I no, like that's not bad. Like I tried to see it in different ways.
Yeah.
And I look back and I actually own it now. I'm like, I was literally a mocosa.
Yeah, you were
like,
come on, girl.
I dated this person. I was like, when I was like 14 to 17. Like, come on.
Oh my God, you were a kid, girl.
Fucking, like, if you tell me now, like, I would never, ever cheat on somebody. Yeah. And even then, I like to think I'm like, I didn't cheat on him, but like me,
yeah, you didn't.
Me like going to a shoulder to cry on to eventually marry this man, like, bitch, what is the reason? Like, Raul was literally the guy I told him not to worry about. Like, so,
my God,
that's what's awkward now.
So Raul was like literally that guy that he kept his eye on.
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's crazy. Oh,
so
fuck.
You know, looking back, I'm like, okay, you know, obviously that wasn't okay.
But I just if you look at it like that, that's hilarious.
I just want to say, like, at the end of this relationship, we were both really rocky, and I know for a fact that this person was also talking to other people. For a fact, I remember we used to have fights, and I remember we literally broke up one time over the fact that like he would not show me his phone. And I was like, that's a break, bitch. Come on now. If we're going to go to that point where literally we're starting a huge ass argument and we're about to break up and you rather break up than show me your phone, you got something in your phone, bitch.
What is something you're glad your mom doesn't know about you?
Oh.
I don't know. I feel like my mom knows everything. I'm really close to my mom. I feel like I've told her everything under the sun at this point.
I feel like at this age,
and it always comes out when you're an adult because you know that they can't tell you shit.
My mom knows everything at this point. Yeah.
No, literally. Okay. What is the most embarrassing thing you've done while drunk? Y'all know I peed myself. That's embarrassing.
For me, what is the most embarrassing thing I've done while drunk? Yeah, like just stupid shit, like probably falling and stuff like that. I hate it when I'm like at a party where there's like other influencers and stuff, and I'm like so drunk that like I'll eat shit or something, and I'm like, you fucking idiot, like everybody just saw you eat shit, like you know, things like that where I'm like, oh, cringe.
I think like when I'm I'm thinking like when I'm blacked out and I'm probably like a literal blob on the floor, like bitch, somebody help her.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah,
I do some embarrassing ass shit.
I mean, it's not often, obviously, like, but like when you have your moments like that,
I like to think she's a good time.
Period.
But she's probably embarrassing. What is the biggest misconception about you?
Misconception about you?
That's a good one.
What is a misconception people have about us?
I will say, I feel like there's a misconception about me, but it's not really a misconception. I feel like maybe because of the content I did for so long, a lot of people think I'm like a goody two shoes. Like I still to this day get that, and I'm like, I ain't that good.
Let's do it. Oh, I get it. Because like the kid content.
I don't know what it is, but I do like to see when people will say something like, oh, Karina's like really nice or whatever. And I'm like, okay, it is nice to be seen like, I guess like as a genuine person, but I feel like there's a line between being like a genuine person and then being like a mosca muerta. Does that make sense? You know what I mean? There's that fine line between like,
I'm so confused.
I don't know how to explain it. It's like, I feel like I'm seen as like, I don't know, like I've been told before, like wholesome or things like that, and I'm like, I ain't that wholesome, girl. Like it's nice that you think that, but also I'm like, don't put me on that pedestal. Does that make sense? I'm like, I could be a bitch.
Okay,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I feel like I could be a bitch when I need to be a bitch. Y'all have seen me like even like defend Mayra and stuff. Like I could definitely be like you know.
That
like,
side, yeah.
Or like I definitely have that side of me. Like I just don't like being put on that pedestal of like, oh, she's so wholesome and this. I'm like, I don't like that because like I don't want you to see me like that when I'm really like just. I also think I'm like pretty fun.
Yeah,
a lot of people I feel like now they know, but like before I feel like they just thought I was like goody two shoes, and I'm like, she ain't
because of your
girl.
content. Of your
you know
content,
what I mean?
I think.
I don't explain that.
I get it. Okay, I get it. I'm trying to think of myself. I can't think of a misconception.
I mean, just based off comments, I feel like sometimes you feel like you have like that resting face sometimes, and people will be like, "Oh my she's God. Annoyed," or "She's this." And I'm like, Mayra is literally just.
There is a misconception that I'm like a bitch.
What is the reason?
Like I've
you're not
even
at
like
all.
even I mean not as often anymore, but back then when I would like meet people, they would tell me that I look like I was like stuck up. I'm like, what?
Yeah, and you're not at all, Mayra.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, wait, I gave you that vibe. I'm cringing, like, because I don't even fuck with people like that.
That is a misconception, and it's like so far.
That's
from
a misconception.
What Mayra is.
Oh my god, let me tell you this misconception that for some reason it does kind of irritate me. Where I'm like, what? Like, where did this? So there was like a rumor. It's so random, actually. When I went into preterm labor with Briancito, I don't know where this rumor came about. I've seen like a few comments that people just randomly say that I drank in my pregnancy.
What the fuck?
Yeah, like insane. Where I'm like, what?
Dude, people come up with the most random.
Yeah, that is like the
Mayra.
weirdest misconception. Where I'm like, why in the absolute like, what kind of mother would I be to drink while I was pregnant? Yeah,
people come up with the most random shit, girl. Come on,
it's so weird, like what people come up with. Because I remember. For Marisol's birthday, I was pregnant and we had gone to Picolandia like as a family for her birthday. And like Picolandia is literally a place where like all ages, I'm talking about like you will see 5-year-old kids. Mm-hmm. It's like is it like a jaripeo kind of? It's it's like day and night thing.
It is, yeah.
And like it's literally family friendly, you guys, like of all ages. Yeah, and I remember going there. I remember going with my family, like literally Saul, like Janet, all of them. We all went because it was to celebrate Marisol's birthday. And yeah, like I was there with my family, and I feel like people like grab that like vlog. I mean, it's not a lot of people, but like the the little times I've seen like, oh yeah, because you partied and drank, I'm like, huh?
What the fuck?
I'm like, wait, what? Because I went to a family function for a birthday, like, or because people were probably drinking alcohol, you guys just assumed I was like partying and drinking. Like, it's just so crazy. I think that is like the weirdest misconception that I'm like, that is so insulting.
That's a rumor in general. It's not even a misconception.
That is like a rumor. That is like a rumor in general that till this day, like if I see it, it really irritates me.
Well, Mayra, just like people, I feel like just being online, people form misconceptions about everybody.
Yeah. And I've told Brian about this rumor because I remember seeing it when like everything was going on with Briancito, and I'm like, the fact that you can like tell someone, a mother that is literally like going through it right now in the NICU, and like you guys are making these rumors up that Jesus I was drinking, Christ. Like it's just literally blows my fucking mind. People like it's just so insane. Like the things that people come up with, but that I think that's like the biggest like about like rumor I've heard where I'm like, where the fuck did you get this from?
Yeah. That's not even like, a misconception though, Mara, because a misconception is usually what a lot of people think about you.
Okay. And no, like, it's not a lot, but I've seen it. That is one that does bug me though.
Of course.
When I see it, I'm like,
a rumor.
That is the worst thing you could tell a mother. Like, oh, this happened to your baby because you drank. Like, bitch, where did you get this rumor from?
Yeah, that's stuff, stupid shit like that.
Yeah, I'm like, I feel like y'all just being only online, fucking knew. Like, I am like, no, I'm like the queen of anxiety. Like, if my head's hurting, especially with Briancito, like, I would have headaches and I wouldn't even drink Tylenol of how paranoid I was. I'm like, for y'all to fucking make up a rumor that I was drinking alcohol is beyond me, bitch. Like, what kind of a fucking mother would I be?
But it's like very little people also. I'm trying to like think like when like other influencers, Mayra, where people make these misconceptions of them and the whole world and the whole internet
that's
is telling
why I'm
them,
saying like
you're this, you're that. This is like randoms people that, you know, which is going to get to you regardless, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, another misconception that I do see like more, I mean, not even a lot, honestly, like compared to certain people, I feel like for the most part, like our followers are like very respectful, but also like, you know, like Briancito that I talked about, like a lot about him, that people think I'm like juicing him. I'm like, that is a big misconception.
Huge misconception.
Grief is a big misconception in general, like when it comes to how people grieve.
Well, because people that don't unfortunately know grief sometimes have the most to say.
Like me keeping his memory alive, me coming out with the candles, me doing everything I have done in his name is like, there's always like mixed feelings about it. And I'm so grateful that I don't, because I've seen people in the industry that have gone through similar situations where they get like a lot of hate. And I'm so glad that like our followers are still very respectful, but there is like that little crowd that like, that is one of the misconceptions that stand out that I'm like, oh my God, I can't talk about my son because
so unfortunate.
Yeah. And it's part of my life. Like I'm always going to talk about him. At this point, I don't care. I think people understand.
And you know what? I do want to say that like, I feel like for the most part, Mayra, our audience, you know how there's just people that you could just tell that they just get a lot of hate and there's people that don't get a lot. We have to like acknowledge the fact that we do not get a lot of hate.
That's why I'm saying like when it comes to misconceptions, like I almost feel like I could only count like certain people because we really don't have like misconceptions like that.
We don't have a lot of
I don't feel like we're hated like that.
Yeah. And I'm honestly really grateful for that because there's a lot of like people in this industry that are really like genuinely good people, Mayra. And you go on TikTok or you go anywhere, they're always getting fucking dragged. And you're like, they're literally like so fucking sweet. Like,
yes,
people are making these misconceptions about them. Mm-hmm. Honestly, I'm grateful that we don't get that much hate. Honestly.
No, literally. Yeah.
Because the little that you do get, it does fucking hurt. What's the craziest thing you've done in front of a mirror? Oh, I mean, I guess
twerk on it, but
well, I guess like
for me, even weird though.
Or the craziest thing you've seen in a mirror?
Craziest thing you've seen?
I mean, I've literally like, I remember before I went in to give birth, like I knew everyone was going to see my
ass,
my vagina. So I remember I was like, have I ever seen my own vagina?
Oh, really?
So I remember like getting a mirror and like going like, whoa, that's fucking crazy.
Oh, you know what? I like a couple weeks ago, I was getting like a rash in between my thighs. Not even between my thighs. It was like right on my, like right there on the gap of my thigh and my pussy, girl. I was like, ow, it hurt. Oh, and I was like lifting my leg and I was like, damn, vaginas are ugly as fuck. That's all I remember thinking. I was like, why are they so ugly? But I mean,
why are they so ugly?
But I've been seeing it my whole life. So I'm like,
it's really funny when you have to like see a private area like that and you're like, oh shit, I didn't even know I look like that.
What I don't want like to know is how my ass looks from like,
you've never seen how your ass looks?
No, not your ass, but like, you know, like wide open and all, bitch. I don't want to see it.
It's definitely
dark. I'm just kidding.
Why is that a thing? No, why is it a thing that like every human's ass is darker in the middle? Like literally, no, because if you do not bleach your ass, it's gotta have a tint, girl.
I'm gonna be honest, I've never bleached my ass, so
so you're like, I don't know. So the black hole,
bitch, the black hole, babe. Well, how does it look? No. Tell us. Imagine.
No, because if you're not
give a thumbs up.
Intergalactic. Imagine it. No, because if you're not bleaching, like you're naturally gonna have a tint, you know.
Do a lot of people bleach? Like, are we terrible for not bleaching? OMG.
I've gotten creams before.
Really?
I don't keep up with it, but I've gotten creams randomly.
I don't think I've ever bleached. That is terrible.
But isn't it crazy? Like, I think Raul brought it up one time. He's like, I think it's literally, I don't know if this is a real thing, but he's like, I think it's like darker there because of like all the shit it goes through. I'm like,
no, I think of it. No. I think of it like as like an armpit or like in between your thighs because it's just like closed. Okay. I was gonna say because sunlight don't come in it, but then it would be more
Wait
pale.
Wait a minute, girl.
Wait, for real? There's no sun that hits it. Why is it darker?
I think it's literally that, how it's like a crease that's constantly creased. You imagine? You ain't gonna walk around with your ass cheek spreads all day, girl.
True. I don't know. Let me know from 1 to 10 how dark is it. I'm just kidding. Like, why?
Comment down below what shade is your ass. You know, just like,
what is going on? Charcoal. I'm just kidding.
What? Girl.
What's the weirdest place you've ever grown hair?
Oh, I have a random hair that grows on my cheek randomly.
I have like 2 random hairs that grow like on me my too. Neck. Like literally 2 that I always have to tweeze out. I'm like, why the fuck am I growing hair on my neck?
No, yeah.
It's literally like 2.
PCOS of it all.
Yeah, is that PCOS? I have like 2.
I have like 5 random ones.
And they're not like thick, but they're there. Like
I have a random thick one that grows on my cheek, Mayra, right here.
Oh shit.
And it'll literally like, I'll feel it when it's coming out. It feels like a bad man, but it's just one. And it's thick, so I will like pluck it out, and every other week I'm like, oh, she's back. It's just one. It's so
I always notice the 2, and they're like really far apart, but it's just like 2. I'm like, wait,
I think that's like hormonal things, honestly,
right? Because there's people that get like a fuckload.
Yeah,
no, but I have like, and I randomly like I'll tweeze it, and then like in a few weeks or like a month or so,
yeah, when I'm
like,
doing my makeup, I'll have to like randomly.
There you are, queen.
There you are.
Come around.
If you were guaranteed to never get caught, who on earth are you murdering?
I don't think you know what, bitch? I could not sleep knowing I murdered somebody. I'm not murdering because I don't want to. It's not because I'm going to jail, if I'm honest.
I mean, here's the thing. If you tell me like, who are you going to murder? Like, I'm not going to murder anybody. But if you give me like a row of people in front of me and they're like, this is a child molester, this is that, and they start that, and you done some fucked up shit, I'd be happy to shoot you, you know?
If I was told like I didn't have a choice, even then I don't think I would just murder you.
And even I know what you mean, because even then
that's just, I don't have the fucking balls to.
You're right.
It would eat me up at night. Even if you've done the worst, the worst, I'm not gonna sleep at night.
No, you're right. Because like even if they're put in front of me and they're like, this guy did horrible things, I'm still gonna feel bad for taking your life.
I always see like sins, anything that are bad, like against the law. Like I've never thought about it like, oh, I'm gonna get caught. It's about like how morals. I consciously like I wouldn't do it.
It's about morals.
Like if people did not get arrested for murdering somebody, I
still wouldn't kill somebody.
Back in the day, like when cops didn't exist and stuff, like I still wouldn't have done it because I just would not I would not be okay with myself, bitch. Like
yeah, you're absolutely right. Because even then, like it would eat me
even
up.
if you paid me $1 million to kill somebody, bitch, I'm gonna be with $1 million and still fucking not sleeping.
I mean, if you like,
I killed somebody.
If you hit home, motherfucker, and like you did some shit to my family,
yes,
then I probably would want to kill you.
I mean, yes, if I had like someone that like, you know, murdered a family member or something, bitch, you are first on the list.
That part.
But I don't have anybody like that in mind.
Yeah.
Have you ever stolen something from work?
I steal slime from the warehouse every day. I'm just kidding.
Period. I mean, but that's like, you're like...
Actually, no, I haven't.
You know. When I used to work at the snack bar in the Tiki, Like at night, like, you know, when you're going home, it was late as fuck, like 2 a.m. Like sometimes I would be like, oh, I want an ice cream, and I would take an ice cream.
I mean, okay,
but I would never. And like even then, like I feel like our boss, like he was very chill about it. Like, you're fine, you know, like because especially like on breaks and stuff. But even then, like I don't think I would like purposely like steal. Like it was more like,
I know
my boss is chill about it, but like I probably shouldn't be taking. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, this is a good one. What's the longest you've gone without brushing your teeth?
A day.
If you ask me as a kid, I might just say 5 months. Imagine those, dude.
I mean, as a kid, like your parents have to force you to wash your teeth.
So funny story. I swear to you, I'm always brushing my teeth. Like I am the kind to always brush my teeth. This morning, I didn't brush my teeth.
Okay, but you're gonna probably wash them tonight because you're not gonna like the buildup.
And the reason was like I could not find a freaking toothpaste. There was one in the shower, and just because it was cold, and I was like, I'm not about to step in the water, because you know, like just the night before, like how it's like all wet in there. I'm like, I'm not gonna go in the shower right now. I'm not doing that right now. So I literally just did mouthwash this morning.
Yeah,
she feels a little gunky.
You know what's funny? I'm very about like I freaking hate the buildup on your teeth. That even if I go a day, like if I didn't wash it like this morning, I'll notice it by the end of the night, that I will wash it that night, that it's like really rare for me to fall asleep and skip the day because of how bad it bugs me.
I'm like cringing because I feel it on my teeth.
When I run out of toothpaste, like dead ass on some real shit, I fucking cringe. I'll be like wiping it with like a towel. I hate that feeling.
Yeah. Speaking of brushing teeth, I remember as a kid one time, I'm sure I hadn't brushed my teeth in years even. But I remember being on the playground and some girl was like, when was the last time you brushed your teeth?
That's so sad.
And it had to be years.
Stop.
And I remember I was
not
like,
your fault. Why aren't our parents telling us to brush our teeth?
I know, right? I was probably like in 4th grade or some shit. And I was like, this morning, like, because I was embarrassed.
With, like, your teeth full of layers.
Like, this girl too, like, bitch, why you put me on blast like that?
Why would she say that, right?
So I think she was part of our fan group too. Like, girl.
I think I had a similar experience too. Once we were like reading a book. I think about this like a lot. I'm like, damn, bitch, you didn't have to say it like that. We were reading a book, and I think I was in 4th grade too.
Kids are mean.
And she was like covering her nose, and she was like, your breath smells. Stop. I always think about it because I'm like, bitch, like who raised you?
You're like, damn, bitch, why you so loud?
And I have always like, it's so weird because like it is funny. Like I'm not saying it just to say it, but like I really haven't always about brushing my teeth, and I was confident that I had brushed my teeth. Yeah, brushed my teeth that morning. I think I had an 8 because there's a difference too when you have an 8.
Oh, so even then you had.
So I had brushed my teeth, and it like, you know, I was hungry probably, and like the smell or whatever.
That hunger smell.
Yeah. I'm a big believer in like, even if you brush your teeth, bitch, if you have an 8, like you're gonna smell something. Yeah. So I think she was smelling my guts. Imagine.
Smelling my guts.
So, and I remember I felt so embarrassed, and I remember telling her like, I brushed my teeth, but like, why am I even defending myself at that point?
Oh no.
But I think about it, and I'm like, you a little bitch. Like, why would you tell me that?
That's how I felt that time that girl told me that. She told me,
I'm gonna tell Noah, like, you do not tell somebody when their breath smells. That's fucking rude.
Or when they smell in general.
Or you do not tell them when they smell. Yeah. You do not tell them when they look funny. You don't like tell them anything. Yeah.
I remember this. Yeah, like it was like in front of a crowd. I was like, why would she say that
in front of her crowd? Like the bully of it all, bitch.
And I remember I was like this morning, and she's like, they look like popcorn, like
popcorn.
I swear. And I remember I was like, no, I watched them this morning, and I'm like there with my orange ass teeth.
The buildup of it all, like my heart.
I mean, I look back at it and laugh, but I'm like, damn, bitch, why you gotta do me like that?
They look like popcorn. Fucking kids, man. Like, why are kids like that though, for real? Because I'm pretty sure I could tell Noah a million times, like, don't say that, and he's gonna be out here telling people they look like popcorn. Like, bitch.
They look like popcorn? Damn. No. Yeah, okay, now I have more fun. She told me look like popcorn, bitch.
No. But you know what I mean? Like, does it scare you, like Mia being a bully and you not knowing about it?
I would literally whoop her ass. Like, I can't. But I have to be telling her, like, you are not gonna be that person.
But like, imagine like you get that call, like saying you're like, your daughter's like the biggest bully in the fucking town.
Oh my god, no. She would hear it from me.
Like, that's my biggest fear.
I would be so embarrassed. I would go publicly apologize to these children, and I would be like, this is not okay. Like, I would be like, what the heck?
Say sorry now.
Okay, we have one more.
Go ahead.
Have you ever been upset at a friend for posting an unflattering picture of you?
I'm not at them, bitch. Upset at myself for letting myself get that way. I'm like, bitch, you really let yourself go. Imagine.
I know.
No, because
because
if I'm blinking and shit, caught off guard, I'm like, nah, bitch, you really fucked up.
No, because sometimes they do not look at anybody else in the picture and they just look at themselves. And I'm like, girl, there is times like that. Like, I feel like if you think I look decent in that picture, myself, I might think I look ugly, but if I look decent and stuff, like, that's fine. Mm-hmm. But there is times that it's like, okay, you literally didn't look at anybody else in that picture. You just looked at yourself, and everybody else, like, is not even posing, and it's like, oh,
yeah.
I'm like, okay, at least look.
I mean, there always is that picture where you're like, damn, this is the only picture I look fucking good in, but my friends hate it.
Yeah.
And then you're like, girl, I had to choose the ugly picture just because you don't like how you look in it.
And then there is times that, I might vlog or, because we're vloggers and stuff. Yeah. And there might be someone who says like, oh man, I hate how I look in that vlog. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Like, that's just me vlogging. Like, I'm not trying to catch anything.
I do think about that a lot. Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah. Because like naturally when you vlog, like you're just vlogging, but you don't know if like your friends are looking at it and like cringing.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel you on that. But I feel like
we've all seen tag pictures of ourselves and been like, ooh.
We all have unflattering angles. I mean, that everybody has those moments, but I feel like for the most part, like my friends have never posted like legit like me caught off guard.
Oh yeah,
it's just like, more girl. It's just more like, bitch, why are you posing like that? Like, why did I pose like that?
Or like, damn, bitch, you let yourself go.
Yeah. You know how everybody has like their thicker stages. Mm-hmm. Like when I have my thicker stages, I'm like, bitch, I'm cringing out. I ain't mad at you, honey. I'm mad at me.
Do I really look like that?
I'm like, oh my God, like. That's how I fucking and I have to accept like it's. I mean, that's how I look.
I know, and then you're kind of like, damn, why would you post that? But then at the same time, you're like, no, bitch, like I look like that. Why am I being mad at what I look like?
Yeah,
like that's me.
No, literally,
reality check.
Yeah, literally.
But that's all we have for our these were some good questions. Mm-hmm. Kind of like exposing secrets, but like no confessions, not secrets. Like they're more like confessions, but this was fun.
It was fun. We hope that you guys enjoyed episode 49, y'all.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Mayra's going to be here for a couple more weeks, huh? Because we do want to let you guys know that you guys are probably wondering when Mayra's going on maternity leave and stuff.
Honestly, I don't see myself going on maternity leave just because I feel like the podcast is very chill. Like we're just sitting, we're just talking. Like I'm not like, that's one thing I'm so grateful for our job, Karina, because literally, I mean, like we don't do anything crazy. Like, I mean, I could see you talking. Like how you go to the warehouse and stuff. Like that makes sense. Like even like with the candles, like I'm literally chilling. Brian's making all of them. Like trust y'all. I'm not like doing anything crazy.
And here we're just sitting down talking.
Yeah, we're just sitting down. And that's why I'm so grateful for what we do too. Because even the vlogs, I'm like, I could be home nesting and like I can like make a vlog out of it. Like I'm so grateful that, I'm not like on my feet a lot and stuff.
That's good.
Bitch, if I was on my feet, I would feel it.
But you are going to take you're going to be here for the next 2 weeks for sure, right? Uh-huh. Because the other week is going to be days before. Okay. So episode 51 will be literally days before you are going to have this baby. Mm-hmm. The week after, Mayra, there's no way. I think you're still going to be in the hospital. And first of all, you're going to be recovering. Like, I don't care how down you are. You need to like rest a little bit.
Are we able to just skip that week or do you have to have a filler?
I could literally bring on like our sister or something. Like, I think that would be fun, like for us to fill in. Like I could have guests on. It's fine. Mm-hmm. Like we could make it work. And like if anything, it's exciting. Like oh my gosh, like Mayra's recovering, y'all. Like like a little update. Like we'll have topics to talk about. Like I could imagine bringing like Jasmine, our sister, on. Like just a one-on-one episode.
This is if we go with a C-section, which I feel like I'm gearing towards like the safety route. I mean, well, not we want the safety route. But yeah, that's like
that way you could have at least those 2 weeks off. And then you could see how you feel the next week. If you feel like you're really chill and you're like, no, I want to go on the podcast, then of
me all this velada, like yeah.
But if you want to take those 2 weeks off, Mayra, that's completely fine. Again, we really are like, I know we have a studio, y'all, but it is just like in my house and it is very chill. Like
yeah, I feel like maybe the first week I would literally still be at the hospital. So no,
but if you have to take those next couple weeks off, that's completely fine. I will make it work. Period. It is what it is, girl.
Oh my God, y'all, in just a couple weeks.
But yes, guys, just Mayra's gonna be here for the next 2 episodes, and then the other one, when she's not here, you'll know why she's not here because she's recovering. But
I'm scared.
This episode was fun, girl.
Yep.
I feel like this episode woke me up because I was fucking tired this morning.
No, same. But that wraps up the episode 49. Thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys tune in Thursday so y'all can listen on Apple Podcasts and Fridays YouTube.
We'll see you guys in the next one.
Bye.